All right, gang, in this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to build a high leverage marketing company that's going to give you a lot of money to do a lot of things with your free time, like build random other businesses, travel, whatever you want to do. This is the easiest way to do it, especially if you have a background in video, social media management, or ads management. All right. So what do we need for this? At the beginning, we need skills. If you don't have skills, go get some. What are the skills we need initially? We need the skills of content creation and creatives, like building creatives for ads, obviously, right? We need the skill of meta ads. We need the skill of social media management and curating brands. This is building out the brands for your clients, okay? Extra skills that are nice to have that can make money are suppliers and doing business overseas and product development. Like I get paid to help get signs shipped from China to here, build merchandise for businesses, all types of things you can get paid for. It's just another skill to have, being able to do business overseas, having overseas suppliers, and then AI everything. A lot of people, you can literally just be like, hey, I know AI, you don't. Work with me, right? It works, unfortunately. But if you have the skills of AI, which you should have, it's really easy to get in the top 20% of all AI users. Just study. Just sit and study for a little bit. Give it 2 or 3 days and actually implement the systems, right? You'd be shocked. And once you get to studying AI for a long time, you're like, oh, wow, I actually do know more than I thought, okay? And then the base skill, without this, none of it matters, but it's super simple. Turning money into more money. If you can do that for somebody, you're never going to be broke again ever for the rest of time. So be able to make people money with their money. Who do we need for this? All right. I just gave you a bunch of skills to have, but there's no leverage if you're the guy with all the skills. So what should you do? You go get a team. Okay. This is super simple. Super simple. Everybody makes this super hard. What do you need? You need you, because you're going to have all these skills. You're going to know what to implement and how to, right? But you just don't want to anymore. Video guys, find one ace. He's going to be your best bet. You'll have a system rolling, $500, $500, $500, whatever you work out with him. Super good. The rest of the video guys are pretty much replaceable. Okay, that's the truth. I can go to any event in my city and I can find 10 videographers. Okay, it's not that hard. Social media manager, that can be you at the start. Don't worry about it till later. And then you can hire out some young kid to figure it out, but you got to teach them and coach them well. Okay. And an ads manager. My ads manager is an assassin. He will eat your face off. Okay. If you find a thug right there, you're set. Okay. Super important. Again, you can do all of these, but who would you rather work with? If you're a business, who would you rather work with? A team for the same price of just one guy, or just one guy? So if it's a team or one guy and it's the same price, you're going to work with the team every time because they have a person that specializes in each role. Okay? Super, super simple. Okay? Now, where do we find those guys? Where do we find the video guys? Like I said, you can go to any event in your city. You'll find a bunch of them. I don't recommend that. I don't recommend that because they're all going to one-off you. They're going to try and work with you one time. It's just a mess. I don't like doing that. Every videographer is competing and they'll want to steal your clients. So where do you get the videographers? You can go to churches. I have 3 video guys that all work at churches. And why do you get them from churches? Because they work all week on the Sunday project. They got to make these Netflix movies every week for these projects. And they're not getting paid enough. Okay, they're not getting paid enough, but they don't have enough time to necessarily steal your clients. They shouldn't want to steal your clients if you're feeding them all the time anyway. But yeah, churches is a great spot to pick up video guys. Okay, because again, they're not being paid very good. You change that for them, okay? Now, where do we get the ads guy? You guys have seen it. Shout out Brez. There's been 50 million people with the name Scales in their bio. I'm not sure if that came before him or after, but definitely did after. So Scales in their username. There's 1 million of them. You can interview 10 in one day. I guarantee it. They all want your money. A lot of people kind of actually suck at it. So interview them and get a good price for you and make sure they know what they're doing. That's why you need the skill first. Obviously, my ads manager runs me over now. But in the beginning, I could tell what he was doing and if he was doing it right or wrong. And now we built him into an assassin. Again, absolute killer, okay? And everywhere on Instagram. You can go on Instagram, just try. How about just try, right? Next, what is offered? What are we offering these businesses? Okay, kind of goes back to skills, but creatives. We're building creatives that kind of double as reels. That's what they're going to get the most bang for their buck. If they can get an ad that converts, but also post it as a reel, that's optimal. Okay. Social media management. Some don't need it. Some do. Right. But it's good. It's important. They need it. You can help curate the brand so they get the most bang for their buck. The ads manager is going to make sure you get results for the social media management because you're going to be running ads towards the post. Do not promote the posts. You are screwing your client's engagement. So run ads manager ads to the social media posts, which will make you look like a great social media manager, which gives your creatives more value, which means you can charge more or consistently keep charging. A lot of people get in the game and they'll make these great videos like, oh, I make great creatives, and then they don't get paid next month because the client spent $5,000 or $1,000 on the content, but it didn't get any conversions because it's hard to get conversions, okay? But the ads manager is gonna help you actually get results, which keeps you getting paid, okay? Brand development, be able to curate the brand, have some consistency. Don't just throw up Snapchat posts or whatever like so many people do. Actually build a brand. I want the same colors, like Rolex has that green, Nike has the orange shoebox, right? Think of iconic brands, right? Curate it perfectly, okay? I want everything to look good, and you should do it for yourself. If you came from my Instagram, my business Instagram, you see that all my content is branded. It's the same red. It's got the same mask on it. I have a brand, not just random content every day, okay? And skills, again, you are just the person that makes people money. All these skills give you that. And there's more skills. There's always more things you can offer. I'm just keeping it very simple for the sake of the video, okay? But the skills just make it so you can go in and make people money. The great late Ben Bader, okay? Rest in peace. His whole thing was just be the guy that makes people money. You'll never be broke that way. So that's what you need to do, is create yourself into someone valuable enough to make them money, okay? Skills, okay? But now, recap. Where are we in this whole thing? We need to hire an ads guy and an ace video guy. After that, we can just take over, okay? But what are we doing with that, right? I'm saying something that looks super simple, and I'm not telling you guys how to do it. Well, how do we get clients, okay? Content, okay? To get clients with content, you need to show that you are who you say you are. You need to post videos that show you can get results. You don't need to go post a Lambo. You don't need to go rent a supercar. That's not going to help you. People are going to follow you because you're an idiot with a car. They're not going to follow you because you know what you're talking about, okay? So content that's educational and can help these businesses out and prove you know what you're talking about, okay? Ads, okay? You can run ads. Here, I'm just going to tell you how to do it, right? Make the creatives, put them in Meta Ads Manager, run them through a GHL funnel. On that funnel, there's going to be 5 breakout videos explaining what you do, what the guarantees are, who you don't want to work with. Show them inside your payment processor that you have zero, what's the word? Because I don't have any. Zero refunds or chargebacks, whatever. Show them that. And then the last one, you can put kind of whatever you missed out of all that. The reason most of those videos are so important is because they pre-sell the prospect before they get on the sales call with you. I also forgot to say, inside the funnel, they're going to book a call with you. Then after, they're going to get the pre-sale VSLs. And then when you get them on the call, they're already sold and ready to go. Then next is outreach. Outreach sucks, but if your content's good, they should come in anyway. You can outreach, and then they can look at your page and see that, oh, this guy knows what he's doing. I'm going to take him more serious, right? So outreach sucks, but do 50 a day. Do 100 a day. The more you do, the better you're going to be on. And then lastly, the 8 to 2 method. which we go over in our community. 8 to 2 is basically 8 posts of content telling people you know what to do and how to do it. So marketing content, marketing content, marketing content. And then the other 2 are going to be targeted towards your niche. Okay. Now, after all those videos are done and you look through your following, you're going to see it's all marketing people, which are just going to justify you know what you're doing in the comments. And then the other 2 videos are going to bring in followers that are in your niche who are just constantly seeing that you know what you're doing, justified by the marketing people, and they're going to want to book with you. So what you can do with that is you can, once they follow, send them a DM, send them a voice note, or once they like, you can just send them a message, whatever you got to do. That's the 8 to 2 method, essentially. We go deeper into it in the FlyCon group. But what's your first offer? What are we selling? How do we sell this? How do we sell our ads guy and Ace Video guy and give us a lot of leverage? Okay. It's called the easy pitch. A lot of you have seen this. It's $3,000. You do $3,000 plus sales tax, depending on where you are or whatever. You are going to give $500 to the content creator who is going to make 8 ads. 8 ads creatives that double as reels. Okay? You are going to give $500 to the ads manager. He's obviously going to run your ads. And then as a team or just the ads guy, you can go through and set up the GHL, set up the landing page. You want a landing page these days. They're just converting way higher and they're not, there's less tire kickers. Yes, the cost per lead goes up a little bit, but the quality per lead goes way up. Okay? And then guess what? That other $2,000 just goes to the business. All your subscriptions, whatever you want right there. Okay? And then what now? We're going to collect testimonials, post results as much as you can, and then we're going to rinse this and repeat this. So how does this whole thing give us a ton of leverage, right? Well, at the beginning of the month, I'm going to set up all the shoots we need to do, which I don't even have to be there. Okay? I'm creating content without being there. Okay? You schedule the shoots when they're best for the shooter or at the beginning of the month, and then you schedule out the posts per month using an app like Buffer. There's tons of apps that do it. Okay? And then the ads manager is going to run the ads on the posts. Going to do like a cheap, like $5 a day page view Instagram ads. So run them from ads manager to page view. It's going to get actual results on the videos you made for the client. And then you're going to also run lead gen ads for these clients like detailers, window washers, construction companies, home remodel, stuff like that are great. Solar's a good one. Tell you about that later or in the group if you want. But yeah. So what do I do? What do I do? If I've got the ads guy and the video guy, I'm just doing the rest. I'm doing whatever comes up. I don't need to do that much, honestly. If they have a question or they want something designed or they want to build a separate brand or they want me to help build their personal brand, whatever it is, super easy to do for me. Why? Because I've got skills. Everything comes down to skills. The more skills you have, the better off you're going to be. Get some skills, study up, and get in the field. Take action, actually post content, actually run ads, actually do the outreach. You're going to have no problem. All this whole business is, even for us, even for the agency owners, is taking our services and putting eyes on them. What does that do? That's content, eyes on us. Ads, eyes on us. Outreach, eyes on us. 8 to 2 method, good eyes on us, right? So get some eyes on these people. Make them some money, right? And then you can offer bigger packages, right? So instead of 3K, we can do 5K. Why? Because we can get such good results. We can do 15K, add a documentary shoot in there, okay? We have clients that pay us 15K. We give them like 6 reels, 15K. We get them good results with the ads, and we'll shoot a documentary series for them. That's just an example. You can add things. People think it's like, oh, no, I don't do that because it's not a part of my business. Well, if you can do it good and you can make a lot of money for everybody, then do it, right? That's why I get people on billboards. That's why I develop their hoodies. That's why I design decals. And this is super easy for me to do because I just pay someone to do it, that I know how to do it because I built that network of being in the game for so long, I've got suppliers in China, I've got suppliers in Pakistan, Anaheim, Florida, Anaheim, California, all over, man. So develop skills and offer stuff, sell things that get more money in your client's pocket. The reason everybody sucks at this game is because they don't get results. So figure out how to get results. Honestly, screw all this. If you can get someone money out of their money, you are going to make a lot of money. Like it's so simple. Obviously, I make it sound easier than it is, but really, just make them money. But that's a very basic breakdown. Obviously, I go deeper. If you want to work with us one-on-one, you can book a call with me and see if you're the right fit for the Flight Club, which is our one-on-one mentorship where we directly force you to win. And then if that's something too crazy for you, you can always hop in the FlyCon group. A lot of good stuff in there, a lot of cool people, and we're grinding. We're grinding every day in there. So check out the description. I hope this helps. I hope this was a good enough breakdown. But just make people money. I hope to see you in the groups. Also, like and subscribe.